What you are about to see will totally blow your mind away. Things are about to get extremely weird and interesting here. What if I told you there are 10 other commandments apart from the ones you already know? And did you know there are places that have reached minus 75 degrees Celsius? Yay, that's right, minus 75. These 8 places will have you booking your next holiday destination ASAP to see them for yourself. Number 8. The Haunted Island of Dolls, Mexico. You have at one time watched Annabelle and thought to yourself, this is just a movie. And man, are we not all extremely creeped out by creepy dolls? I can't be the only one. One look at this island and you will definitely say this is a nope island. Julian Santana Barrera moved to this island, located in the port of Cumenco, to start a solitary life, leaving his wife and children behind. Legend has it that when he moved here, he used to hear creepy voices coming from the river. He one day found the body of a young girl drowned in that river. Julian Barrera was so devastated that he was not able to save her. During one of his island cruises, he noticed a floating doll and immediately assumed it belonged to the girl. As a tribute to her, he hung the doll on the island and decided to collect more dolls afterwards for his own island. He died in the year 2001, and locals believe he died in the same spot where the young girl drowned. Number 7. Nagoro Village, Japan. If you think you have seen everything spooky, wait till you hear about Nagoro Village. A young lady by the name of Aeno moved from the big city of Osaka to visit her father. What she saw really dismayed her. Her once lively village had become a ghost town. This was due to the rural-to-city migration that affects most villages in Japan. She decided to bring life back to the village by putting scarecrows around the village. Mind you, these scarecrows are even placed around schools that have been abandoned. There are approximately 400 scarecrows in this village. This has even resulted in an annual scarecrow festival. Can you imagine these scarecrows coming to life at night? This village is the definition of spooky. Number 6. Easter Island, Rapa Nui. The mystery of Easter Island is mainly famous for the 887 giant head statues distributed around the island. Rapa Nui statues are not only heads, but scientists have discovered that they are actual full bodies. The tallest is 10 meters tall and weighs 80,000 kilograms. The Rapa Nui people used a material called tuff from volcanic ashes to make the statues. So how could a handful of people create such magnificent monuments? Did they really have a purpose? The famous giant heads remain a mystery because the closest continent, South America, to the Easter Island is 2,000 miles away. So, how did these inhabitants get here? One other great mystery about the Rapa Nui Islands is that there is a cave where there is material written in an unknown language that scientists are yet to know. Number 5. Nazca Lines, Peru. The Andean civilization might be one of the most understudied. But the Nazca Lines are a very interesting sight to see. So, what is really hiding under these Nazca Lines? Why did the Nazca people create such images on the ground that could only be viewed from an airplane? Under these 100-meter images are mysterious rocks, crab skeletons and shells. No one really knows the purpose of these lines. However, speculation suggests that this is where the Nazcans performed rituals and sacrifices. Archaeologists suggest that to understand the purpose of the lines, one has to be on the ground as opposed to the bird's eye view of an airplane. Number 4. Stonehenge, England. A structure that has appeared in a number of TV shows and books remains a great mystery. It is made up of approximately 200 stones and is such a bizarre feature. So, how did this craftsmanship that is only seen in woodwork get to be executed so perfectly? This ancient great wonder consists of a centerpiece of about 60 stones arranged circularly. 30 of these stones were laid horizontally on the stones that stood upright. The upright stones were roughly 10 meters tall. The biggest stones formed a triathlon that resembled a horseshoe. Small stones were used to create a smaller circle within the larger circle and within the triathlon. During the summer solstice, thousands of people gather around this site to watch the sunset. The mystery still remains as to why the Stonehenge exist. Fun fact: the stone temple was constructed around the same time as Egypt's Giza pyramids. Number 3. Oymyakon, Russia. Oymyakon is regarded as the coldest city in the world. The coldest temperature recorded in Oymyakon is about -75 degrees C. Oymyakon only has 3 warm months. The name Oymyakon, which means water that does not freeze, came about because reindeer herders used to water their reindeer in a nearby famous river. Plumbing in this area is impossible at these temperatures because the water would freeze in the pipes. Coal is heated continuously to warm up the water. Can you imagine a place with no vegetables? Yes, Oymyakon people mainly survive on reindeer meat. Because the ground is so frozen, no vegetables can survive here. Oymyakon people also do not have any network coverage. Can you survive without your phone for even 1 hour? Do you think Oymyakon people go to school? Number 2. Machu Picchu, Peru. Many people call it a city in the clouds. The Inca people revolutionized building architecture by building a city high in the Andean mountains. Archaeologists are still trying to figure out how these beautiful monuments were constructed before the wheel was invented. Intihuatana is a central rock in Machu Picchu that has some religious functions. During the equinox, the Intihuatana shadow disappears because of its particular shape and angle. The ruins of Machu Picchu are made of granite and are located on 2 mountain peaks. These buildings are precisely made so that they do not require mortar to hold them. What remains a puzzle is how the Inca people managed to transport these granite materials uphill without modern technological tools. Number 1. Georgia Guide Stones. An anonymous group of people built a modern stone monument in 1980, using modern technology. These stones have inscriptions in 8 modern languages. The messages inscribed on these stones will leave you shocked. There are 10 commandments that seem to be a guide to humanity. The first inscribed commandment is to keep humanity under 500 million people in perpetual balance with nature. This is less than 10% of the current world population. Does that ring a bell? Coronavirus, maybe? That remains to be a conspiracy theory for many. No one really knows whether the people who built this meant what they wrote. Some things you just don't talk about. Maybe one day we'll know the cowards behind these stones. But, until then, many conspiracies remain a mystery. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please show some love by liking it. Share and subscribe to our channel to get notified of our future posts. Stay safe, dream bigger, and see you next time.